Hi friends, welcome back to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is where we say in our Zekana, we give you hope, we tell you never give up and always keep hope alive. Today guys, I have a surprise. A good one. And before I tell you what the surprise is, if you are new here, if this is not your first time here, welcome to this family. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up even before you watch it because it is a good one. And before I go on, let me introduce my guest. Sorry, my guests, because it is not one guest but two guests. And here they will share with us about their experience and how they see and what they want us to know about life abroad. I say abroad because it is different countries abroad. And here they come. Before I continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me bring up my guests. And here they are. Here they are. Hi.
Hi, Chico.
Hi, Chico. How are you?
We're good. We're doing good. Welcome to the Shiko Hope TV.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for having us.
Thank you. Yes.
You know, you are the first people to
Mhm.
be our guest here as a couple.
Oh wow,
Really?
we feel privileged.
Yeah.
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 Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'm so
Now
honored.
we can see that life captured through the lens. Is that your name, or tell us more about that?
That's very true. So by way of introduction, I am Lottie and this is my husband WYN.
Mhm.
And Life Captured Through the Lens is actually our YouTube channel, which we showcase our life here right now in Mexico. Originally, if I should say where I'm from, I was born in Kenya, in Mombasa, and I grew up in the UK. And my husband is from
Texas.
Texas in the US.
Yes. Originally from.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Wow. You know, I'm laughing because you say Mexico, Kenya, UK, Texas, so many countries.
Yes.
Yes.
Now
Sounds
we want to hear more about those countries.
Okay.
okay.
Where do we start?
And before we start,
Yes.
let us hear more. Let us hear from your husband, Wade. Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Tell us
uh,
more about Texas, where you are born, and that. Mhm.
okay. So I'm Wynn. I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised. I went to school in Dallas at UT Dallas. I love Texas, but after traveling abroad and experiencing different weather, I realized that the Texas weather is a little bit hot. you
Yes.
know, so the weather here is warm, but at least we have a breeze. And, in the UK, in the UK, it's a lot cooler. The climate is not nearly as hot as Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I had the pleasure of meeting Charlotte in 2015. So that's when our life changed together.
Yes.
We actually met in Texas. We met online on an online dating app.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we want to tell a little bit more, baby?
Yeah. I'm originally from Kenya. I was born in Mombasa, Kenya. Moved with my family to the UK when I was about 8 years old. So I grew up in the UK. I then traveled to the US to visit family. I've got family who live in Texas. And I met Win in 2015, like he said. Literally, the story seems very far-fetched, but it's actually true. Sounds like a movie if we tell it, because I arrived in Dallas around 3 o'clock. I remember this like yesterday, 3 p.m. in
Mhm.
the afternoon, and by 7 p.m. I had met Win. It sounds like what? It was not my plan at all. I was on holiday. I was with family. Meeting a man or having to, have be a relationship was not my plan. I was actually there for some other thing, like education and studying and everything else, but not to meet somebody who's going to be my husband. But yeah, we met online, like you said, in an app, which I was introduced to by my cousin. I joined the app for fun, spontaneously. I wasn't expecting anything from it. And WYN was like the third person who I spoke to, and we connected. And yeah,
And I wrapped it up. I was sure to, lock down Charlotte. I was like, you know what, this is an amazing woman. You know, she blew my mind in like every aspect. So I was like,
oh,
you know
bless.
what, this is my time to get serious and to make this woman my wife.
Oh, bless.
Wow. That's beautiful. So can you tell us which app is that? Someone somewhere might
Mhm.
be willing to go there and find a spouse. You never know.
Yeah, that is true. I'm gonna confess this.
Might as well confess it.
Might as well. The app right now, I think it's very popular and it's known most places, I presume. It's called Tinder.
Yeah.
Wow. Tinder?
Tinder,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my goodness. That's a good site.
Yes.
Wow. So our viewers, if you don't have your spouse yet, maybe you can go to Tinder and you might be blessed from that site.
Yes. That is
Okay, now after you met, take us through that journey, how you decided we are going to settle in Mexico.
that's
Tell us more about that.
okay, let me take over on that one because it's quite lengthy. So I was there on holiday for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And like I said, I was not planning to meet a husband or a boyfriend or anybody else.
A
Um,
fiancé.
yes, a fiance, let alone. And so I went back to the UK and I took a sabbatical leave from work. And I said to myself, okay, this looks like something serious. But I was there, so I went back to the UK and I was home for about 3 months. And I made a point to say, you know what, if I want to make this work, I need to get to know this person. Yeah, we can
Mhm.
text online and we can call each other, but you don't know somebody until you actually at least go on dates and see if you've got any personality that you could connect as well. So I took a sabbatical leave from work for 3 months. And I was lucky because as a UK resident, I was able to, through the something called the visa waiver, you're able to travel to the US and enter the country for up to 3 months. So you're allowed up to 3 months. So that gave me that room. And I was there so for 3 months and we got to know each other then,
Yeah.
right? And I did that thing twice. I went back to the UK and then, he traveled to the UK.
Yeah.
And then I went back to the US again and we realized we cannot keep on doing this for how long? Like,
Going back and forth.
yeah.
Traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point we were doing long distance, which again, it takes a lot, I believe,
Yes.
to make two people to work in a long distance relationship because we made it work, right?
Yeah, we made it work.
You have to call each other, you have to text, you have to keep contact and communicate. I think communication is
Yeah.
the most
Key.
important thing. And then so we got engaged a year and a half into like almost meeting, like September the next year. So 26, we got engaged in September and got married last year during the pandemic.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right? And yeah, so we chose Mexico because of the pandemic. So initially it would have been just straight to the US, but with the whole pandemic and lockdown, we didn't want to be in a country whereby we're not going to be able to sort of like experience life. And Mexico came on board because we realized there's a lot of African diaspora here, and
lot.
also the living cost is quite cheap.
Mm.
And that has enabled us to come and stay here. And in relation to immigration purposes, we are both able to stay here for up to 6 months.
Mm.
US resident and a UK resident, we are both able to stay here for up to 6 months at a time. So that's given us that, leeway and room to experience a new culture, new language, food. It's been amazing, right? Yeah, it's been amazing.
Wow. And do you guys speak Spanish?
Poquito español. A little bit of Spanish.
Mucho.
Wow.
No, poquito hablamos. So,
So-
I understand a lot, but it's I speak little, kind of like what Charlotte was saying earlier.
Yeah. So I'm learning Spanish because I think WYN learned Spanish in school, whereby I didn't learn Spanish at all. I only took French. So it's a new language for me completely. I had to learn it from scratch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
school in high school. And had I known I would have been living in Mexico, I would have paid a lot more attention to
The
my
class.
Spanish,
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
and do you teach when Swahili?
I do, I do. So I do speak Swahili. That's another language I speak, and I'm very proud and
Mhm.
of my culture and where I come from. And I'm glad my mom taught me the language because I think going to a new country in the UK, everybody speaks English. You tend to forget your roots, right? And
yeah,
my mom had to give us something to keep us, to remember where we're
Swahili.
from.
right,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm happy, and I do teach him a lot of Swahili.
yeah,
I try sometimes to say things as I'm doing them so he can remember, because I think that's the best way to learn a language is if you're doing something and you say the same words, someone is more likely to remember, oh, this means this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he does know a few words. Do you know
Naka-
say a few words that you know?
Nakapenda sana.
Oh, bless.
Oh,
And a few things like food, right?
Yeah, like Kachimbari,
Kachumbari and
Ugali,
ugali. And what's meat?
Choma.
Nyama choma, see?
yes. I was to ask that. What about Nyama Choma?
See,
Nyama
nyama
choma.
choma, he
Yeah.
knows. Yes.
Wow. So, life captured through the lens is your YouTube channel, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Tell us more about what do you do on your channel.
Okay, 20 Bobo.
So life captured through the lens. So in our videos, we just kind of document what is life in Mexico. So like tourism, more of our recent videos, we did a tour of like Chichen Itza, which is like the Mexican pyramids here. We've done videos where we go to the beach and we get like a massage at the beach.
Yeah.
In our first video, we actually document us moving to Mexico from the UK. So it's more of a travel tourism channel.
And also help tips, travel tips.
And travel tips. More recently, we've been giving trips on travel.
Yes.
So yeah, we love it. We've been doing it for how long now?
It's quite a new channel actually. We
Yeah.
started doing this around March of this year, and we were inspired by the fact that we're in a hot country and we are blessed with all this around us, and we wanted to share to the world, like, if people don't know about Mexico, this is something they should know about. So yeah,
Yes.
so that's what inspired us to showcase how to live in Mexico, and there's so much to showcase actually.
Yes, so much to showcase.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, there is a video I watched. You were showing us. I don't think if it was an apartment or a house. Wow, it was so interesting.
Yeah, we also do
Videos about, yeah.
tours and condos and
Yes.
different apartments around here. Some house tours. So yeah.
Yeah, they've got quite good, nice, beautiful houses here, reasonably priced in comparison to the US or the UK.
Right.
And what we've realized as well, a lot of foreigners are able to buy the properties here and rent them out through Airbnb as a side hustle. So that's a really good way of making money on the side. So for people who want to invest, you are able to buy properties in Mexico, like, something that we didn't know about. And we're
Right.
showcasing those beautiful properties whilst we find them and see them, just so the world can know about this as well.
Yeah, that video that I watched, it was so interesting because for me, I love houses. I love beautiful things. I love beautiful houses. So I was like, this one is it's a good video.
Mhm.
Thank
So
you.
you will tell me how to buy a house in Mexico because I'm interested.
Yes, we've got a few contacts. We've got a few
Yeah.
contacts actually. Yes.
Few leads we can give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to talk about that later.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's continue. Now, after you settled in Mexico, so are you planning to come to Texas or are you planning to go back to UK?
That's a very good question. So as you say, we're in a pandemic. At the moment, we've decided maybe 6 months will be nice to go out somewhere for a little bit and then come back to Mexico for about a year just to finish, because we've realized there's so many places that we need to still tour.
Yes.
So we and I think 6 months is not going to be enough. And then the overall plan is definitely to move back to the States. So that is the plan. Texas is the place.
Yes.
My husband has come to the UK and he was there for 6 months during the pandemic, and he just did not enjoy the cold weather.
Everything was on lockdown too, so we couldn't do much. Only thing we could do was to grocery stores,
Yes.
and that was about the only thing that was open at the time.
Yes.
But apart from that, I mean, we could just get out and get exercise at a
Yeah.
local park.
But I think mostly it's the weather, isn't it? The
yeah.
weather for you is
The weather was a
a
little
big
bit
thing.
cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand Wayne because Texas is hot.
Yes,
So
it
going
was.
to a cold place, it can be very frustrating to you.
It was such a big shift for me, but I got adjusted to it.
That's true.
So you guys, whenever you come back to Texas, come and be my neighbor here.
Yes,
Yes, we
please.
will.
Yes, please.
You love traveling. For me, you know what I lack is someone to tell me, let's go to this place, let's go to
We
this place.
have to, we
Yeah.
have to take you somewhere.
Yes.
We'll have to pack you your bags as well if we have to.
Yes, yes. And coming to that, can you tell us and give us tips on how to travel? Take us through the traveling process, what to pack, what to
What?
look for. Mhm.
Yeah. Actually, where do we start taking over?
Well, in terms of what to pack, obviously you're gonna want to pack for what you need. So like you're coming to Mexico from, let's say, the UK, you don't want to obviously bring lots of sweaters or anything that's bulky, so you want to dress for the climate.
Climate.
In terms of electronics, you want to be able to carry the converter plugs. So like in UK, they have 3 prongs for all the
Mhm.
plugs over there. So you want
Yeah.
to make sure you have a converter so it goes from the 3 prongs into the 2 prongs that we use here in US and Mexico.
Mm.
What else?
I would say another good travel tip is to plan ahead. I think planning
Yes.
ahead and knowing where you're going. So, like, I'll give an example. I think the easiest way would be just as coming to Mexico. So, like you said, you plan for the weather. It's important to know what weather you're going to, the climate, the clothes you're carrying. Number 2, you always need to remember to put your passport in the bag before you leave for the airport. That's the one thing a lot of people forget, their passports.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny, but yeah, passports are the key. They have to be in your bag before you leave. Another thing I would suggest as well when you're traveling is to be aware of the jet lag. So, like, if you're going to a country where the time is going to be like in the evening or the time. So if you're flying, they say if you're flying during the day and you're going to be arriving at night, try and not sleep on your flight, just because if you arrive there, then it's like you're messing your system up. But if you're flying there during the night, you can sleep on the flight and you can arrive there in the morning and you're fresh. So those are things that you can just think about without even thinking about when you're flying and traveling. What other things would you say for travel? Oh yeah, places to stay. So we always recommend that if you're traveling for less than 2 weeks, and if it's a holiday, just for 2 weeks somewhere, always try and book the holidays together with the flights, so the hotels and flights together. It's
That way
way
you get a
cheaper.
bundle. Yeah.
Cheap bundle. And if you're looking to stay longer than 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, it's better and cheaper to get Airbnb stays. They're much more price, and you get value for your money.
Yes.
Very much. Yeah.
And also too, whenever you're booking on Airbnb, it's also good to always contact and message the host beforehand, and be nice to them and ask them for a discount. You can ask them to even remove the cleaning fee, and more than likely they're willing to negotiate with you and get something as opposed to nothing. So you'd be
That's true.
surprised how many good discounts you can get from just messaging the host and just asking them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very true. Very, very true.
Wow. And what about what to pack? Like, how many clothes do you guys? I'm wondering. Maybe I'm traveling for 3 weeks.
Yes,
How much clothes am I supposed to pack?
that's a good question, actually. I think I should answer that because I am trying to learn still with all this traveling, all these years, to learn to pack enough. Because sometimes I think with me personally, I wouldn't say women, but I say myself, I always overpack because I'm thinking maybe I might need this, I might need this, I might need this. I think it's better to stick with the kilos you've been given. So if your flight says 23 kilos, try your best not to go over it and pack only the essentials. Sometimes we end up packing heavy things. So things like lotions and creams and all that, you can buy that at your destination. So you can save money on the weight of the bag. So carry more. It's better to carry enough clothes rather than carry heavy shoes or something that's heavy that takes away from your luggage space, I would suggest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, can you tell us what motivated you to start a YouTube channel?
Ooh.
Good question.
Mhm.
Well, we wanted to like present something to the world to where we showcase tourism in Mexico, and we
Mhm.
also just have people a part of our lives and document what we experience on a daily basis here in Mexico. What else, baby?
Yeah, that's very true. I think also what inspired us as well was just knowing that we've traveled all these years and we haven't got anything to almost showcase that.
Right.
I've traveled so many countries to say the least, and I've been lucky to say that. And I think like a lot of people are not aware, and they're maybe scared to even travel. But if a lot of people showcase how easy it was, it would inspire a lot more people to travel and get to learn something new. I think my best value, I always say, is money spent on travel is never lost. You're always gaining something in your life for a lifetime, right? So that's why the name says life captured through the lens, because we are capturing our life and how we want to showcase it to the world, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And are you guys planning to visit Kenya?
Yes,
Oh
that
yes, for
is
sure,
definitely in the
for sure.
pipeline. Yes. With restrictions to go down, because
Yes.
WYN hasn't been to Africa at all.
Yeah.
So that is like literally on our list.
That
Like,
would
Oh
be
my.
go to
yes.
Africa and return to the motherland.
Yes, please.
Yes.
And I know you will love Kenya. I know you are going to stay there longer than how you are staying in Mexico.
It's true. I
Yes.
keep on telling you, you're going to want to stay in Kenya for life. You're going to be like,
Yeah.
nah, this is it. We're not moving to the US anymore. We're staying here.
Especially after I eat some of the foods, because Charlotte tells me about some of the like fruits and vegetables. She told me that avocados come like this big, and mangoes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
and she even told me about the tradition of slaughtering a goat for your first time. So yeah.
Yeah, so she's like you nyama choma, and if you eat
Nam
like
chom.
like proper like goat meat, and
Mhm.
it's not this. We get it here, yeah. We get fresh meat even in the UK, in the US. But I think I'm very biased when it comes to Kenya and how much we are blessed. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Africa trade very like not the best in the media, and I think we should be the voices for these countries because we come from there, and we should be able to tell people how beautiful Africa
Yes.
is. Kenya being one of them, Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. And also apart from food and the food and language, also the Masai Maras and those stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The parks and the tourism, like safaris, and I think we have one of blessed for everything in one country.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know we have cold weather. We have the beaches as well, white sandy beaches.
Yeah,
Um,
in your place, Mombasa.
Mombasa,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
So whenever you visit Kenya, you are going to enjoy it, Winnie. I promise you, you remember this interview.
I'm excited. Can't wait.
And I can't wait to watch those videos.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Wow. So, can you tell us how to subscribe to your channel and where to? Okay, I'm going to put the link to your channel below.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so people can go there and watch the videos.
Yes, please.
Yes, because the videos there, they are amazing. Actually, before we started this video, I was watching another video that you
Mhm.
did,
Oh
and
wow.
I'm not yet done. So after this, I'm going back to that video and I'm going to finish watching it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we've
Thank you.
got quite a few adventures in our channel. Please do subscribe. It's very easy. The link will be in this video, as Shiko has mentioned. We've got all sort of travels and tips and showcasing just our life, really. Will be a pleasure to have you in the family of YouTube, as we call
Yes.
it, YouTube family. So yes, please do subscribe, click on that, share it, like it, comment,
Yes.
ask us anything. We are free to
Yes.
speak about anything in our channel, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, now this question comes to you, Lottie. Can you talk to someone who is back in Africa
Yes.
and he or she is willing to come abroad?
Mhm.
It doesn't matter which route.
Mhm.
but he want to find himself here.
Mhm.
Can you talk to that person and tell him if it is possible or if it is not possible?
To travel to the abroad, right? Anywhere in the world, right?
Yes, US, Canada, UK, anywhere.
I think it's possible. I think so. I've been traveling since I can remember. And I think a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people are scared for whatever reason. I think it's just the notion we have and the media. But I can assure you, anyone can travel. It's very easy. All you need is your passport. So, first thing is to get your passport. Once you get your passport, I think everything else opens up because you've shown that initiative that you want to travel.
Yes.
Like if you want to travel to the UK, there's different visas you can get. There's tourist visa, which I think you can even travel to 1 year. There's several different visas, study visas you can come through with them. You can get an invite from somebody who's been there before, and they can invite you to as their guest to the UK. I'm sure the same happens to the US.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's so many places in this world that you can travel. We're so stuck with believing that we can only stay in our own countries, but I believe that I've learned so much knowing that there's people out there that have almost the same cultures that we have, but in a different language. You know,
Yeah.
some of the superstitions we have back in Kenya will be amazed that some of the people in the UK have them. Some of the people here in Mexico have them. And it's like, you wonder, how is this? Because we're connected.
Right.
I think the world is going to become even smaller with technology and, with just traveling, really. Yeah, but like I said, please get that passport and try and travel this year. It's still not too late.
Yes. And don't let the pandemic stop you. So
Yes, we traveled
obviously,
through the pandemic.
yeah, we traveled. Actually, our first video, we traveled during the pandemic back in what was it, February.
February, yes.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we took the necessary precautions, and I would advise everybody else to as well, and also to read up on the laws and place where you're traveling
Yes.
to make sure that they're willing to accept you. And but yeah, we made it work. We traveled during the pandemic. We're safe, so
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
Wow. And are you guys vaccinated with the COVID vaccine?
So because we're not technically from Mexico, they
Mhm.
are free vaccines, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not, they're still doing it according to the age, and I think the age group, we've not met the age group
Yeah.
yet,
Mhm.
but it is coming down. But we haven't gotten the vaccine yet. It hasn't
Oh,
here physically, but
Yeah.
I think in the UK and the US, I think our ages have already been met. I think,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong. Yes. Yeah.
so once your age is reached, you just go and get the shots, right?
That's
Or you
what
don't want anything to do with the shots, with the vaccine?
I'm very hesitant to get the vaccine, not only here but in general. I mean, I'm young, I'm healthy, I take my vitamins every day, I eat fruits, I take care of myself. I'm not really trusting the vaccine per se with it not being studied thoroughly yet. I kind of feel like it was just rushed out. So I'm gonna wait. If anything, if I do decide to get vaccinated, it'll be a while after at least some time has passed and they've able to see the effects of everything.
Yeah.
So
like Win said, I think we've decided for now we're just gonna wait and see how this whole vaccine thing turns out. Like he said, I think we're young and healthy. I don't think we need extra shots in our bodies for now. I mean, I was vaccinated since I was a kid. I was given all my shots, name them. And I think and I believe that we just need to wait and see where this whole vaccine goes. Just because there's so many, what's it called, side effects that people are experiencing.
Mhm.
That I don't want to mention them. I'm sure you guys can read the media and you can see them. But yeah, just to be this is our choice. We're not
Yes.
trying to influence
Yes.
anyone's choice.
Yes.
This is our choice. This is our decision. It doesn't work for our family for now. Maybe in the future. But yeah, that's how we've decided.
yeah, everybody has a choice at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Sure.
And disrespect to anybody that decides to get the vaccine. But just for right now, I don't think it's good for us.
To
as
get
an-
it.
yeah.
It's okay. You just mentioned the side effect. I got my shot. I got my vaccines.
Yes.
And the second one, it was bad. I developed a very adverse reactions.
Mm.
So once you mentioned the side effect, I was like,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I was there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I was hesitant before I got the shot. I was hesitant as you are, but I
Mm.
later decided let me go get it. The first one was okay, but the second one it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Actually,
imagine.
it was not bad; it was worse.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm good now. I got the shot, but uh, let me stop it there.
No,
Let me stop.
I completely agree with you because even in the UK, I would say like we were being warned beforehand that if you've got allergies, for example, if you suffer from like asthma, you shouldn't take it. So that's already a warning sign for anybody who's got, some underlying condition, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, uh, I thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for
Thank
You
you.
having
have enlightened us a lot on traveling. I think before this summer ends, I have to take a vacation, even if it is for 1 week.
Please.
me. Please, please.
Yes.
What I lack is just motivation. But by watching your videos, I have now developed that thing in me to start traveling.
Yes,
Yes.
please. Yes, please. Yes,
I,
please.
I watch the videos with my daughter. I know you know her, Shiro, and
Yes.
she's like, I wish they are here. They could be tagging me along. We go together.
Let's get together. Sure.
Yeah, she loves traveling. She loves traveling.
Mhm. It's the best
Yeah,
feeling in the world, I think.
Yeah, it really
But
is.
for the pandemic, and I think, it's something we didn't plan to travel in the pandemic, but we said, you know what? It is what it is. We have to continue with our lives. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're just going to be stuck somewhere.
hmm
And like you said, like, look, it's 2022 is around the corner, just like that.
Less than 6 months away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
yeah.
time better than now. There's no time
Yeah.
better than now, right?
It is
Um,
good.
yeah, just to say something as well, I didn't mention it.
hmm
I love Kenyan food, like we said. I
Yeah.
love cooking Kenyan food. And to represent that, I have actually written a cookbook. I will share it to Shiko and she can put it on the link in the video.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah.
I love Kenyan food. So I have published in Amazon and it's available in paperback form and also an audiobook as well. So
Mm.
please, if you love Kenyan food and you love our motherland food, please do buy it and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please do.
Just a quick
You can give
question
it.
before we end this video. Uh, on that book,
Yes,
have you done Mahamri?
I've got mahambri. I have got let me see. Oh my god, I've got so many things now. I'm thinking. I've got pilau. I've got biryani. I've got all the little things you like
Uh-huh.
like the tamarind sauce. That we like with our potatoes from the coast. There's so much. Like I can't. I'm trying to think.
Bajia, viazi karai, all
Yes,
those.
yes, all that. Like oh my goodness. Yes.
Wow. I can imagine how lucky Win is because you
Yeah.
are there to make all this for him.
I
Yes,
know.
I'm loving it.
He
I
loves
I
the
love it.
cooking.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said he's not cooking anymore. Like he's left it to me.
The other
Oh
week we
yes.
had biryani, which came out really
Oh yeah,
good.
I made some nice chicken biryani. Yeah.
Chicken biryani, and my new favorite is the tamarind sauce.
Oh yeah, the tamarind.
Oh
Yeah. So
wow.
what we're doing is we were making the tamarind sauce and then just getting like some tortilla chips and
Which
just
hmm
goes well with it actually.
it goes
Yeah.
really really well with it. So we'll dip it in the tortilla chips,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it's really good. And then it's amazing because the tamarind sauce actually like fills you up, and it's like you feel like you've had a meal afterwards.
Yeah, so we had to Google this because I love Googling about a lot of things, about anything healthy. We Googled, I've grown up eating, tamarind ukwaju, as they call it back home.
hmm Yeah.
And literally, apparently, it has this effect of appetite suppressor. So when you eat it, it's very good for people who want to lose weight. They're
Mhm.
saying
Mm.
apparently it makes you full for longer.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Whenever you're coming back to Texas, guys, you're coming.
Yes.
I will host you here, even if for 2 days or 3 days. And Lottie, you're going to teach me how to make those for my family.
Chapatis, actually, just remember chapatis as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, all the good recipes.
Ah, I can't wait to meet you guys.
Thank
Oh, we
you.
can't wait to meet you
Us
too.
too. Cannot wait to meet you.
I'm so lucky now. I got new friends.
Yes.
Me too, as well. We are so thankful. Thank
Yes.
you so much, Chico.
It was a
Mhm.
pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure too. So, do you have last words before we end this video?
Do you want to say something? Yeah.
A parting shot?
A
Parting
parting
shot.
shot? Yes.
Uh,
Well, what all we can say is, like you said, Chico, please subscribe to Shiko's channel if you haven't, because she has amazing content. This is how I met Shiko and how we met Shiko, through her content, and we had to like message her and had to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that. She's an amazing woman. I think family as well. And I would suggest that you go to our channel as well and subscribe. We do a lot of travel things, like Shiko said. We love traveling, we love visiting new restaurants, showcasing the housing and properties here in Mexico, the tourism. We give travel tips,
yes.
and like I said, we love cooking as well, and we love our heritage, like myself being born in Kenya. So please and please, like I said, get that passport and
Yes.
travel.
Please do.
Anyway, your parting shot?
Um, Thanks everybody for joining us. We want to ask that you join Chico's YouTube family, that you join our YouTube family. Get that passport, travel the world, see the world, please.
Yes, please.
Yes. And we are one family. Let us all meet and interact in the comment section as you subscribe to this channel and to live captured through the Lens YouTube channel. And guys, don't forget to say that you're coming all the way from Shiko Hope TV. Once you subscribe there, just say from Shiko Hope.
Yes, please.
Yes.
So we know where you're from and you've been subscribed and sent it to us to Mom Chico's channel.
Yes. And that marks the end of this video. Bye bye, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Thank
Take care.